So I'm over here all the way at the farthest side of B terminal at the Salt Lake Airport. There's the wall, B33, B38 gate. I have to walk all the way till A8. I'm doing this just to prove that this airport is really not that big, and the walk across the tunnel is really not that big, and everybody is just dramatic about it. So I'm gonna record the journey to see how long it actually takes me walking at a normal pace to get from the one side of the airport all the way across to the other terminal and to my gate, which is all the way over at A8, essentially the end of A terminal. So wish me luck. I mean, B terminal is pretty cool. It has some good stuff, but it's not as good as A. Definitely not. I'm even gonna take the crappy tunnel instead of taking the nice blue tunnel, which is the tunnel that you walk through when you first enter the airport. So, but it really won't be that bad. Sorry about the motion and stuff, you know. Walking, holding a phone, dragging luggage. It's a thing. And of course I'm using moving walkways because they're available. You're just a sucker if you don't. So real quick, just to show you, this is where I was, right here. And I gotta go all the way to the very end of there, cross the bridge, and keep going. So far, I've been walking about a minute and a half. I might time lapse this video just because it's gonna take forever, but I'll still show how long it actually took. This is kind of a cool place at B terminal. This Sunday's Best. It's really bright and happy looking. They have good like brunch food. Nothing tremendous, but no food at the airport is tremendous. The very coolest thing about B terminal is they have a giant dinosaur skeleton, which is a T-Rex too, so gotta love it. Which is right at the top of the blue tunnel as you exit, but you have to turn around to see it. Most people miss it, so I'll show it to you real quick. So right next to the B terminal Delta Lounge, which is also hidden, is a giant T-Rex. Super cool. I like it. It's a nice little add up. And off we keep going. This is where the blue tunnel comes out. If I'm sounding winded, it's because I'm fat and out of shape, not because this is a long walk.
Smoke-free. Individuals wishing to smoke or vape must exit the airport and go to a designated smoking area.
The cool thing about the A Terminal Delta Lounge is it actually has a outdoor patio. Also, the Centurion Lounge here also has an outdoor patio and a bar on the outside. So if you have access and you're bougie, it's pretty awesome. In the B terminal, there's like Utah favorites, like Uinta Brewing. If I had two hands, I would flip the camera instead of just flipping the phone, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Almost tripped because I switched hands. But Uinta Brewing, cool spot. Great place to eat in Utah too. It's a fun sports bar, brewery place. So if you're ever over on the lower side of B terminal and you want some interesting Chinese food options, or Asian food, I guess is what they call it, there's this place called Pickup Sticks. It's pretty good. It's not bad. I've never been overly impressed with most restaurants here, but the White Horse on the A terminal side is actually, I would say, the best restaurant in the entire airport. Pardon me, sir. Thank you. So the downside to walking on the walkways, sometimes people either ride them like they're carnival rides, or they walk extremely slow already and they take up the whole thing. So step to the side if you're one of those people, so normal pace walkers can walk past you. It's just a courtesy. All right, so we've reached the A gate tunnel. So here it is. This is the old tunnel. This is the one that everybody hated. This tunnel isn't fun. It's not cool. It's not like the blue tunnel, but it still gets you to where you need to go. One of the escalators currently is broken. Thank goodness it's not the one I needed to take, because I didn't want to have to walk down all these. I don't know if you've ever walked down a non-moving escalator, but it's kind of a trip. I hate it. Freaks me out. So the other downside to this tunnel is it only has single way moving walkways. So there isn't multiple moving walkways to kind of facilitate the movement of people. But it's not the end of the world. But you do run into those issues when it's busy in here. You get traffic jams of the people that don't know how to use a moving walkway. And there's not cool music. There is some art on the wall, but it's nothing like the blue tunnel where it's just a party in there. And it really helps reduce the amount of time it feels to make it from one end of the tunnel to the other. But this one, and also there's three segments in the blue tunnel of moving walkways, versus in this tunnel there's only two segments, which can also make it feel a little bit longer. And the nice thing with the A tunnel, or the blue tunnel, is it has themed music as you move from walkway to walkway. So it's all something to keep your mind occupied or distracted and forget that you're actually just walking through a tunnel. Here's the cool artwork on the wall. It's been here for a long time. It's nothing crazy or amazing, but it's supposed to kind of represent Utah, snowfall, all the cool things in architecture and colors of Utah. Also, the flooring is just a boring concrete slab that you're walking across. So it's nothing special, but the tunnel works. If you have mobility issues, they also have at each end of the tunnel, each end of both tunnels, like golf cart people to take you from one end to the other. They do move quite slow, but it's better than having to huff it if you have mobility issues. So now I have to pick up my pace because someone's walking behind me quickly. Or I'll just step to the side. See the guy, he's a lot faster than me, so step to the side, let him walk by. No big deal. And you can clearly hear them because our wheels make a lot of noise from the suitcase on the walkway. There's a strange Wally robot. I hate those things. They take people's jobs. Completely against them. It's like self-checkout. Stupid Wall-E robots. It's just boggles my mind. We can't pay a human being to do that job. Someone who can't do a lot could do that. It's just mopping the floor. All right, well, we're now at the bottom of the escalator to head up to A terminal, and we are just barely at 10 minutes, or just barely at 11 minutes, excuse me. So I've been walking for about 11 minutes. It's not the end of the world. If you've ever crossed through Denver's airport from one end to the other, had to change terminals, it can take 20-30 minutes. So at the end of the day, this isn't that bad. People, like I said, people are just dramatic. And rarely do you have to walk from one end all the way across to the other end. It's not a common thing. My gate was changed. I originally only had to cross from one side to the other, but they changed my gate and put me all the way in the end, and that inspired this video. All right, A terminal is always busier, so anticipate more people, more hustle and bustle. But it's the same situation. And we just keep walking. Now, if I was with slower people, I'd be walking slower. I would say the journey would probably take 15 to 17 minutes versus right now I'm at 12 minutes. Don't get Starbucks at the airport. It takes way too long. Look at this line. People that get Starbucks at the airport have nothing better to do. There are always other better coffee shops in the airport, generally. You just have to walk a little further. Lego store, always fun. Jamba Juice. Get a juice instead of coffee. It's better for you. All right, we've almost met our destination to gate A8. As you can see, it's right there. We are at 13 minutes, and it wasn't that a big of a deal. Like I said, people are dramatic about our airport. It is not as big as people want to make it out to be, and it has the most amazing amenities compared to so many other airports. Just the cleanliness and amazingness of our bathrooms is light years ahead of so many other airports. So on that note, I'm hopping off the walkway, gonna stand by the gate like all the rest of the people, pretending like I'm up next, even though I'm not. And here we go to Burbank. Thanks for walking with me. 14 minutes, and we're good to go. All right, everyone, bye.